Hi, good morning children. Hope all of you are fine. So let's start today's class. We are going to take a Gulmohar poem, that's Ring Out Wild Bells. Ring Out Wild Bells is a poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson. So let's look into the writer first. Alfred Lord Tennyson was the poet laureate of Great Britain during Queen Victoria's reign. So he was he was there when Queen Victoria was ruling England. This is a special honor given by the monarch of the United Kingdom. Tennyson still remains Britain's most popular poets. Tennyson also excelled in writing short lyrics such as Break, Break, Break. Now this Break, Break, Break is a poem wherein you have to study in your 7th grade. Okay. So once you are in your 7th grade, you will study this poem Break, Break, Break. The Charge of the Light Brigade and Crossing the Bar. He also wrote long verses based on classical mythological themes such as Ulysses. Ring Out Wild Bells by Alfred Lord Tennyson. So first we will just read through the poem, we will see the rhythm of the poem and then we will understand as to, now see when you think about bells, it reminds you about Christmas, it reminds you about a season of joy and merry. Let's see what's the poem talking about. Ring out wild bells to the wild sky, the flying cloud, the frosty light. This year is dying in the night. Ring out wild bells and let him die. Ring out the old, ring in the new. Ring happy bells across the snow. This year is going, let him go. Ring out the false, ring in the true. Ring out the grief that saps the mind. For those that hear, we see no more. Ring out the feud of rich and poor. Ring in redress to all mankind. Ring out a slowly dying cause and ancient forms of party strife. Ring in the nobler moods of life with sweeter manners, purer laws. So this poem is a poem written by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Here he says that ring out wild bells to the wild sky. Now why is it written as the wild sky? Now you can see there there's a sunshine but there's no leaves on the trees. It's a windy season like now, like how we are having wind, lot of wind nowadays. We see that leaves are falling down very fast. But there in Great Britain or there in the foreign countries where it's snowing now and it's windy, there's no leaves on the trees. So it's telling ring out wild bells to the wild sky. Wild sky as in the sky which is very breezy and sky which is always the flying cloud, the frosty light. Frosty means very cold, chill. When you say frost meet, okay, ice cold, that's the frosty light. The flying cloud. So if you've observed the sky at any time, you can see that the cloud keeps on moving. It's not permanent. It does not stay in one place. So it moves from one place to another place. The flying cloud, the frosty light. The year is dying in the night. So it's telling about a December 31st. Yes, where the year is dying and we are all going to see a new year. So he tells that the year is dying, the year is finishing, it's going to end. When it's going to end? It's going to end in the night. So 11:59 we end the old year and right at 12 o'clock we start our new year, that's January 1st. The year is dying in the night. Ring out wild bells and let him die. So let the bells ring. Let the bells ring in a loud noise. Let the bells ring and ring. Let the year die. So let the year pass away. Let it fade away and go. Ring out the old, ring in the new. Ring out the old as in ring out the old things. Let the old things, whatever past has happened in our life, in the whole year, maybe there are some sorrows, there are a lot of grief, there is a lot of pain in our life. Let all that die, let all that vanish away, disappear. So ring out the old, ring in the new. So we all like to wear a new dress, we all like to have a new day. We all are fresh in a new fresh morning, right? So ring out the old. He's telling that let the old go away, let the old die in this night, in this in this day which is going to finish off. Ring happy bells across the snow. So let there be happiness, let there be cheerfulness and across the snow, all over where there is snow. The year is going, let him go. This year is going. So let this, the year which is going, let it go. The year is going, let him go. So let the year pass by, let it vanish away. Okay, let it fade. Ring out the false, ring in the true. So nobody likes to speak lies or nobody likes to hear what is lies. Everyone likes to listen to what's truth in our life. Yes. So he's telling that ring out the false, let the false go away. Okay. And let there be truthfulness in all our lives. We all like people who are truthful in their life. So let the false go out and let there be truthfulness. Ring out the grief that saps the mind. See, now grief is what? Sadness, pain. Okay, now see, ring out and ring in. This refers to an ancient custom in England. At the end of the year, the bells rang in such a way as if they were saying a sad goodbye. As the new year began, the bells rang in cheerfully as if to welcome someone. So ring out means the bell to ring in a sad way, and ring in means the bell which is ringing very cheerfully. Now grief means sadness. Okay. Ring out the grief that saps the mind. See, the meaning of saps is takes away strength from someone or something, especially over. So means ring out the grief that saps the mind. There is a lot of pain when we are painful, when we are having a lot of pain and grief in our mind, we don't appear to be cheerful, is it? We appear to be cheerful only when we are happy, we are contented in our lives. Yes, so he's telling that ring out the grief that saps the mind. So ring out the grief that is there in the mind. It's taking the grief which is there in the mind is taking away the strength from our body. So it's telling that takes away the strength from someone. For those that hear, we see no more. For those that hear, we see no more means for those that we are who is here at present, who we see no more, who we are not going to see any longer. Ring out the feud of rich and poor. Let's see what's the meaning of feud. Feud is a bitter quarrel that has existed for a long time between two people or groups, causing a lot of anger and violence. So it's telling, ring out the feud of the rich and poor. Now, feud is the clashes, okay, is the differences which are there in the society even till date. There's a clash or there's a difference between the rich and the poor people. In the rich people's function, the poor people are not invited. Or even if in the poor people's function, if the rich people are invited, they don't seem to go. So that is what? Ring out the feud of the rich and the poor. Ring in redress to all mankind. Redress. See, the meaning of redress is to set right something that has gone wrong. Red race is to set right, is to get back something which has gone wrong. Ring in red race to all mankind. So, let the whole mankind be equal, be one, united, be it rich or poor, be it black or white, be it of any higher caste or lower caste, whatever it may be, the whole society need to be one. That's what the poet Alfred Lord Tennyson is expecting in a new fresh year. Ring in red race to all mankind. Ring out a, ring out a slowly dying cause. Now, slowly dying cause. See, now what's a dying cause? Refers to an old-fashioned custom and practice that someone that come in the way of progress. So, ring out a slowly dying cause. Ring out all the hindrances. Okay, ring out the calamities or the things which are coming in a way wherein we are into progress. So, ring out all those things which come in the way of progress. And ancient forms of party strife. Strife is a violent or an angry disagreement. A fight. Strife is a fight. And ancient forms of party strife. So he's telling that ring out means throw away, okay, that note of sadness, throw away the ancient forms of party strife, the ancient forms of discrimination, the ancient forms of fights between the people. Ring in the nobler modes of life. Nobler means richer, okay, richer. Ring in the nobler modes of life, bring in all the rich with what? Not only he's talking about richer modes as in the money part, but even the happiness, even the contentment, even love, even peace. Bring in all the nobler values. Bring in the nobler modes of life with sweeter manners, purer laws, with sweet manners which are there in which is there in our society, which is there between one among us, and purer laws. Purer laws means still safe laws. Okay, so this here we end the poem. I hope that you understood what is Ring Out Wild Bells. Ring Out Wild Bells is a very beautiful poem in which Alfred Lord Tennyson clearly explains as to how he is anxiously waiting, or rather a group of people is anxiously waiting for the sorrowful year to pass by, okay, and is eagerly waiting for a new year to begin in their life. They are very anxious, they are very happy that a new year has begun in their life. Okay, so with this you can mark the meanings. Ring out, ring in refers to an ancient custom in England. Ring out, ring in refers to an ancient custom in England. Okay. Next, grief, sadness, saps, takes away strength from someone. Takes away strength from someone. Feud, a bitter quarrel that existed for a long time between people. Bitter quarrel that existed for a long time between people. Feud, bitter quarrel that existed long time between people. Redress, to set right something that has gone wrong. To set right something that has gone wrong. Dying cause refers to old-fashioned customs and practices. Dying cause refers to old-fashioned customs and practices. Strife, a violent or an angry disagreement. Strife, violent or an angry disagreement. Okay, so with this we stop today's class. Thank you so much for listening patiently. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.